Hello, this is Moon, and I would like to show you how some people take it a little bit too far trying to make challenge lock unpickable. So this one I showed already in one of the other videos, and this is a breaker from MrBlack-Magic. Very nicely made lock, and the first anti-picking feature it has is the modified front of the core to make it impossible to tension. So the way it is done, you cannot really tension it from here because the lips are just far too narrow and they would slip off unless you pull the push the pin all the way down, but it obviously oversets it by a lot. So you cannot do that. And you cannot use this part of the keyway because obviously you're blocking all access. For some reason, MrBlack-Magic left this part open, and it actually works very nicely, and I will show you that in a minute. Another thing, the back is blocked to prevent looking at the pins from behind. It is possible to have a look at some pins from the front, and the keyway is actually quite open, so that gives some options. And to look at the key, that is quite fun bitting, or at least it was supposed to be. And it seems to me that in some of the cuts, specifically here, he even had to solder it again in order to make it not so deep. Maybe I'm mistaken, but maybe not. The idea was probably that it will be really hard to get behind one and the other, but it seems to me that actually it can be picked relatively well. Easily is the wrong word here, but it is possible to reach the pins since the tops of the pins are rounded, and you actually can go to one or the other side with the shaft of the pick. So this half diamond can reach almost everything, I think. I was not able to pick it, but I think it's an option. If not that one, then maybe this, what's the name of the hook again? PN31 from Multipick. It's relatively steep, but kind of mid-length hook. It reaches here. You can actually pass around those pins because you can turn the pick around and use it kind of as a flag a little. And you can go for this one and for that one. And the pins itself, I will gut it and show you the insides, but the idea is to use the pins that are not used anywhere. So I don't know, I will try showing you that. No idea if it works or not, but the pins, quite a bit of them. Let's see. It loses focus. There you can see kind of the balls. So it's not really the pins, it's steel balls on a steel thread. And in contrast to Golden Sun and Silver Moon, where there was just one driver like that, here most of them are this way. I think there is just the very first stack uses spooled driver, and one of the rear ones, like stack 6 out of 7, is also kind of normal-ish, using kind of serrated driver and serrated key pin. All the others have at least driver or the key pin with those balls, or both of them. So just for the heck of it, I'll try picking it just a little. I'm not going to pick it completely, but I will show how I figured the tension is possible. So this slot here allows you just to put a pick this way and push on it. And it tensions the lock actually quite nicely. So I will definitely not pick it right now, but I will get it in a deep full set, hopefully. That shows that we are stuck on the balls, or rather on the threads between the balls. Let's see, that is not binding yet even. Three, four, where's my binder? Here it is. And I'm using half diamond as a flag sometimes. Now I pushed one of the bolts down. That's pin number 2. 3 is still high, and I'm obviously using my knowledge of the bitting, so they're interchanging. One is sticking up and then down and up and down. I have no idea how to pick it without looking at the key, but yeah. Seven, 6. Let's try putting number 6 down. I think after 6 is down just a little, it goes into a deep false set. And now you pretty much have it. At this point I can release the tension and show that focus. I might be, of course, mistaken. I cannot look inside, but I think it's now on the balls. So let us gut it and see what's inside. And there is instruction for gutting, saying where to put the shim, because those balls, they can actually get in all kinds of openings in the core, so care must be taken not to break it. Yeah, so that is what is hiding behind the back cover. You see those balls? Let's remove that. And I believe I didn't show the key working yet. So the key goes in and works nicely. In some position though, not all the time. So the instruction says to put the shim where the X are. So that's what I'm going to do. Shim goes in. And let's see, is it all the way in or not? Is it or is it not? Come on. Yeah, now it is all the way through. Let's get a follower. And here is what we have. Balls in 7. As a key pin, mind you. Balls in 5. Balls in 3. And torpedo kind of in 1. Then another torpedo in 6. Torpedo is a taper or, well, T-pin and in 2. And the last one more torpedo in number 4. Now to the drivers. Number 1 is a spool. It might be even stock spool from somewhere. And the spring that goes with it, here it is. Number 2 is a Christmas tree like or something. And a stronger spring. So, and from there on we have to deal with balls. Number 3, along with its spring. Whoa, jumping balls in 4. Just 2 of them in 5. Spring, come here. Then the more regular looking one in 6. And the last one, you guessed it, some more balls. So here are the guts of this crazy lock. And another thing I want to show you are some damage that was done by MrBlack-Magic when he tried to unbrick it after some unsuccessful gutting. And you see, that's the reason why you have to use a shim on your locks. So with that, I don't know how to pick it, but I guess it should be doable with the key being not too extreme. It could have been worse. And I think those balls just allow discrete positions, so you cannot have it at any height. They will set themselves, kind of. So maybe just having one stack like that would have been more efficient than all of them. With that, thank you for watching.